I've never filmed with two people, so I don't know what to do right now. Hello, everybody. I low-key was trying to be like strategic and be like, yeah, I totally filmed this on the next day, but I literally just changed my shirt and I'm filming the same day that I filmed my last video. So this is Harley.
Why are you like telling them that? Aren't you supposed
I'm probably gonna cut it out, but I need to be genuine on the camera. So this is my friend Harley.
Where am I supposed to look?
The camera. Like right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
This is my roommate Harley.
Hello.
We're gonna be doing a best friend Q&A today because I thought it'd be fun, and I think she's regretting it now that I've asked her to do it, but it's okay. So I found like a bunch of questions on Google, so I think I'm just gonna like go back and forth. I know Google, so I guess I'll just like go back and forth. So I'll ask you a question and then you can ask me a question, and we'll go like for a little bit. Please like and subscribe if you like this video. So so I'll ask the question and you answer it. So how and when did we meet?
well, that's an interesting question. Well, no, not an interesting question. Interesting answer, because
It sounds like we met like in like a bar in Italy, and it's like, oh, that's an interesting question.
Technically, we met in our mother's womb.
Oh my gosh.
Our parents were really good friends like before they had us, and then both of our moms got pregnant like around the same time, and then we were born, and we've been like friends ever since. Yep. The weird thing is that like we hung out a lot whenever we were little, and then I think like elementary, junior high, we like never saw each other really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then it kind of like we started like seeing each other a lot more in high school and stuff.
Yeah, because like I was in gymnastics when I was a kid, so I
never
kind
saw
of didn't see anybody other than people in gym.
Yeah.
And then once I quit, I saw you a lot more. And then we started taking college classes together when we were in high school. That's a whole another story time.
What was your first impression of me?
First impression? Okay, if I'm being honest, I can't really remember. Like, I feel like first impression. I feel like you were
so long ago.
Yeah.
Like, how do you? Even...
I definitely always thought you were very like daring. Like you did whatever. Like you did not care. She did not care what anybody thought. She would always just like try to like get like a reaction out of people. So you were very like.
That was how I got my joy in life. Was
oh
like,
my gosh, I'm weak.
Okay, I feel like I should answer this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Too, though.
Yeah.
So like my
very
first
timid and annoying
of you that like I can remember, I think, was like I always thought that you were super cool because you did gymnastics and stuff.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I always like was like, oh my goodness, like I can't even like reach her level.
And then she realized I sucked, and she was like, oh, I guess I can reach her level.
I always thought like you were just like so nice and stuff because you're always like more quiet and timid. And then she reached college, guys, and that all changed.
And then it became a crackhead. No, I'm not on crack. Please don't think I'm on crack. So what's our favorite memory together?
You want to go first? I need a moment to like go through.
I don't like how she said that. Okay, let me think.
Like, I just need time.
Favorite memory? Okay, so this is like I feel like it's an older memory, but I do remember like when we first started college classes and we were just like literally like going crazy because we were so stressed, and we would get to our second class. So let me back up a little bit. Our parents, first of all, we were what, 15?
Yeah, 15.
We were 15. We were both homeschooled. That's kind of how we got closer as friends. And our parents decided to put us into college classes because they had like a high school enrichment program through the community college, which is actually super nice. I encourage anybody to do it if you are in high school because you get a lot of credits
and
done.
The government pays for it.
And exactly, so it's free, which is super nice. But it was super like it was a good idea, but we had never done something like that.
Yeah.
And so our parents decided to put us into a 4-week summer course, which I don't recommend to anybody, even in college. And it was 2 classes, which is a lot of classes. I never take 2 classes in summer, like even now. So I don't know why our parents thought it was a good idea. But anyways, the point, we would literally like, they had these really nice rolly chairs. And remember when we would like, we'd hook ourselves? Yes. We would hold on to the thing and we'd like put our feet up and we'd like push off and we would just like throw ourselves across the room and we kept running into things.
We kept ourselves occupied for like half an hour before the class started.
So I feel like that's like an old fun memory. Like I think back and I'm like, oh, like good times. Like obviously that class was really hard, but it was definitely like simpler times. Like
it was much simpler times. It was very stressful.
Now I'm like in nursing school and she's like in these upper chemistry classes and we're just like dying all the time.
No.
But it was super fun. That was like 6 years ago, 7 years ago now.
You're gonna have to insert like, because you took videos.
Those videos,
right?
okay, I'll insert the video.
Almost there. Did you make it? You made it! Victory dance! We can dance. We can dance. Da, 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 da. We can dance. We can dance. If they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine. I think you're gonna crash. Totally called it. Don't crash, don't crash. Don't crash.
It was bad.
We're very awkward little
Yes.
15-year-olds, so please like
Don't
take it with a
judge
grain of
us.
salt.
Okay, what's your memory? What's your
Oh
memory?
my goodness, there's like so many. We've been through so much
I
together.
know. Literally, because like we're both 21, so we've known each other for technically 21 years. Like it's been like off and on, but like it's a long time.
It's a long time.
That we still like get along, which is
Yeah.
surprising.
Yeah, that's
like we
another
never
thing.
hated each other. Like we were not like those girls that was like, like I don't want to hang out with my like old friends because I have new friends. Like we weren't like that, so we actually got along for a long time.
Yeah, I also have to say for me though that like I'm very picky about my friends, so I don't keep people around who are like
Yeah,
that.
we used to talk about how like if we went to public school, like if she would have hung out with me, and I still think you would have, because I would have just been awkward and she would have been the mean girl, but not the mean girl like in Mean Girls, but she would have been like the bully.
I would have been like a bully, like rude person who didn't like give a crap, and then Corinne would have been like the like straight A, like popular, super nice girl. And
I don't think I would have been popular.
I feel like you would have. I feel like you would.
If you guys went to public school, like where do you think we would have been? Because homeschoolers don't know what real school is like. We're like,
well, I had
like
elementary school.
parties, and that's true. You went to, so
I
she
went
was
to
in public
elementary.
school for
and
like a
low
little
key
bit.
in elementary, I kind of was a little bit of a bully.
She thinks we're
a little
lying.
bit, a little.
I was always homeschooled, so I only went to kindergarten, which is like basically daycare.
Yeah.
So I never went to public school. I don't know if I've talked about this. I'm gonna get a lot of people like, oh my god, who is this weirdo? Like, yeah, I was homeschooled.
Oh my god, favorite memory of us together, that we were in the car and Corinne is deathly afraid of spiders.
No, I hate this story.
I had a car and there was this ginormous, like one of those huge black and white striped jumping spiders, you know, with like the iridescent fangs and
there's
stuff. Like
a level.
it was like
Okay,
this big.
like you can have
Not
spiders,
gonna lie.
but why does it have to jump? I swear.
It's like, it's the biology. It helps them, like, have you ever looked into the
No, I hate
biomechanics?
spiders.
Alright, I'm a bio major, so it fascinates me. But anyway, so we were driving and all of a sudden I saw this ginormous spider on her window.
It was on the outside. Let's put that out there.
It was on the outside, okay? And so she like had, because we had the windows cracked, so she like rolled up the window and I locked the windows.
So you couldn't roll it up.
She couldn't roll it up. And I started rolling hers down, and I swear, she flipped out. She was in the bush, she's like, Harley, this isn't funny, Harley!
I was gonna throw myself out of the car before that spider got in. It was awful. It was funny afterwards. I thought you were gonna talk about the time when we were late to class.
Okay, that's another one, but that's not really, that was more like, screw
That
you,
was not a
Harley.
favorite
like,
moment.
She hated me.
I was not. We were not friends
I
for a
kind
little
of
bit.
made us late to class, and so to make up for that, I was speeding like a demon, and we were turning, like we were in the
Turn lane.
then we were in the turn lane, but the light was turning red, so I hit the gas, and I swear I made this turn like going 40 miles an hour.
I just want to put out there,
car.
her old car was not like super.
I had a
Like, it was
2000
kinda old.
very front heavy, and you should not be making turns going 40 miles an hour.
Stay safe, kids. Don't drive like a maniac.
Don't drive like me.
Describe each other in one word.
You're very organized.
Thank you.
Very organized.
Thank you.
Yes, you're like type
I agree.
A.
I'm like an A
Yeah.
minus.
A minus. I
I feel like
not
I
organized
can't do
and I am
one
not
word.
Type A.
I would say like dedicated when you want to be. Like you will like put in the work for something that you truly like believe in.
Yeah.
But if it's not something you believe in, you are just like you're very like passionate.
Passionate.
That's
Okay.
the word I'm gonna go with.
In
'Cause you
certain
are.
situations.
In certain in parentheses, in certain situations.
In certain situations.
Okay, we'll skip middle name.
Deanna.
I know, plot twist for anybody that's already subscribed. Deanna's not my last name, it's my middle name.
Yeah.
My last name is Smith, which is super boring.
So funny to
so
me.
I didn't want to use it. Ooh, what's your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie? Actually, I want to ask you that. What do you think my favorite movies are? Out of curiosity.
I would say Captain America: Winter Soldier is one of them for sure. I want to say the A-Team.
Yes.
Really?
Okay, yeah. Those two. I was wondering if you'd say those two. Yeah.
Bestfriend gold.
I don't know if I can answer yours though, because I feel like anytime I talk to you about movies, I'm always like, oh, you need to watch this. I don't talk about movies that you've really already seen.
All of my friends are very into movies, and because, like I said, I was in gymnastics, I didn't watch a lot of movies when I was a kid. Except for Stick It, which is a great movie,
which I actually
recommend.
watched because of her.
Yeah, it's a great movie though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I liked it.
But I don't have like a lot. I didn't watch a lot of movies, so they're always recommending movies. So I'm always confused on, do I like this movie because I like it, or do I like it because I don't want my friends to hate me? But I feel like I do really like Marvel movies, but I just don't know what my favorite movie would be.
Captain America: Winter Soldier.
That is like a really good movie, but I don't know if I'd consider it like a favorite.
Black Panther.
No, I did like that movie, but I don't.
Like that one. I'm trying to think like. Okay, what was like your favorite Marvel movie?
I would probably say either like Captain America: Winter Soldier or like Endgame.
Okay,
because I really liked Endgame. I was hooked on that movie. Loved it. I also really liked Infinity. I've considered both of them together though, like Infinity War, Endgame. Like both of those like are together would probably be my favorite.
Yeah.
Just because I love like all the interactions with everybody. I thought it was really funny. But then I also really like weird movies like Boy in the Striped Pajamas.
Oh yeah, okay. She also really likes like really depressing like historic war movies.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Favorite movie of all time, 1917. I don't know if I'd say the favorite movie of all time, but that was like a really good movie. Like I watched that, I cried, I was freaked out for a good portion of it. Like it's a really good movie, so I'd say that one's like top 10.
Isn't that the one that you were talking about where it was like all one shot?
Yes, it was. If anyone hasn't seen it, go watch it. It's amazing. It should be out of theaters by now.
I think so.
Everything's out of theaters. It's Corona. But they like shot it where I'm a sucker for good camera angles, but like throughout the entire movie, like it's like one camera shot just like following like the characters just walking and like going through like the warfield and stuff. And I know they cut more than this, but you only really notice like 3 or 4 like obvious cuts. So it was just really cool. Like if a character like got blacked out or something like that, like obviously that was a cut. Or if like the camera like went underwater, like that was probably a cut kind of thing. But it was so good.
There we go.
Movie. I've definitely become more like movied since I started really hanging out with like you and like Elijah and Andrew and everything.
Influencing her, guys.
Is it good or bad?
It's good. It's
2 things that your best friend doesn't know about you.
Oh.
I don't know how I could answer that. I feel like you actually know like a lot about me. I don't know. That's a good question.
You know? You live with me.
I know. I don't know if there's anything. We're actually very close.
My life's like pretty open too. It's not like
like with me, like not with like a lot of people. Like you could literally like.
Oh, I mean with her, yeah, definitely. I don't know.
It took me a while just to convince her to do this video.
Honestly though,
Okay, I'll do this one. What do you admire most about me, and like
how organized you are? I wish I could be more like that. I just can't.
And I feel like for me, it's just like how like little you care what other people think of you. Like I wish I cared less what people thought, because that's definitely like a struggle of mine, and I've always like admired you for that. Like especially in high school, I was very like.
Oh yeah. So she was like very more timid, and then I feel like once we reached college, we kind of almost switched, or were more like around the same now. Like I feel like now you're just
That's
like
true.
I don't care.
Yeah. Who is your favorite YouTuber?
I don't watch YouTube.
Oh.
Like I watch YouTube, but I don't subscribe to anybody. You. Because you're literally the only person I'm subscribed to.
That's so nice. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
My favorite is Alicia Marie. Love her. She actually just watched. She watched her. I love her so much. And Aspen and Parker. They're amazing. What is one food that I cannot live without? And then I would do the same thing for you.
Oh, guys, she likes a lot of food.
I know.
I want to say cheese.
Yeah, that's pretty legit. I love cheese so much.
She really likes cheese. She has it on everything. Or like some type of like Disneyland food or something.
What's your favorite Disney snack?
The beignets, which actually I only found out about because of her. She showed me them, and now I'm like, every time I go to Disneyland, I gotta get some beignets.
Good stuff. Like I feel like mine would be like a Dole Whip. Like no matter what,
say Dole
if I go
Whip
to,
or
because I
beignets
went to
for you.
Disneyland last time and I didn't get beignets, The only reason being that I thought I was going to go to Disney World a few months later. Didn't happen, by the way. But I would say probably a Dole Whip because I always get a Dole Whip or a churro. Because I always get a churro.
It's true.
Love churros.
But yeah.
I feel like there's different ones at Disney World though. What's my favorite Disney World snack? They have this bomb like lemon sorbet that is like I live for that.
Lemon, you like sour.
I like sour things. She tends to like more sweet things.
Yeah,
so
I'm not a sour person.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to the second portion. You want to like ask me like random like school questions or something, like nursing questions? I don't
nursing
know.
questions.
You can ask me whatever you want. I'm an open book.
What do you want me to ask you?
I don't care.
Okay, here. How's one? How is studying going so far for you for nursing since you are stuck at home and can't do clinicals?
So it's been better. I've definitely realized I'm like less motivated now that I'm home. Like I should probably be working on my study guide for my test, but have I done that? No. So it's definitely like I prefer like going places and being told what to do and then I come home and do it versus like I'm already at home and they're like do this and I'm like or I could not. So that's definitely been like a struggle. Also like not having clinicals sucks. So it's just like simulations and stuff. But you know,
get that hands-on experience.
It could be worse.
Oh, how are you liking since this is your first semester in the nursing program, correct? How are you liking like meeting other students? Are you getting along with everybody in your nursing program?
Yeah, it's honestly like it's so nice. But when you're not in the classes that are your prereqs or like your major classes, people don't care. So it's really annoying to like be around so many people in different classes that just don't care.
What about your professors?
All of my professors have been very helpful. There's definitely some professors that are not my favorite, but you're not gonna love every professor. But they all genuinely like care about us and they actually want us to succeed, which is surprising because I feel like before, like in your prereqs and stuff, they're like sink or swim, you're gonna die.
Yeah, they're hoping that you fail, so that way you'll drop out.
Whereas like these professors actually like want us to succeed and they're gonna do everything they can to make sure that we like pass the class. So
how fast do they grade things?
Oh my gosh.
I feel like that's the key question with professors. Like I never grade things.
Yeah. And because of like Corona and everything, it's been a little bit like slower. But I have assignments that I turned in February that I still haven't gotten graded.
Oof, bro.
And they're just like little things, so I know that I'll do fine on them, but it's just annoying. Because I'm like I have an assignment that I have to turn in the full thing of like revisions and stuff.
Yeah. And
it's 4 different parts, and I turned in 1, 2, and 3, and I've only gotten 1 back. So I don't know what I need to revise for 2 and 3, and I'm like, and my teacher literally made a comment, and I was so annoyed. She was like, you know, some of you didn't do as well on this assignment, and I was like, I need grades. Like I don't know if I did good because like she made that comment, but it's been like 2 weeks now since she made that comment, and I still don't have my grade.
Oh, like what is probably the hardest body process or cycle that you've had to learn?
Respiratory system. That just I cannot with the respiratory system. I have the hardest time with it. It's hard because every system kind of goes with the respiratory system in a way. And so like you have like hormones that go, which is endocrine system. So like you have hormones that like go with the respiratory, your cardiac goes with the respiratory, like everything works with the respiratory system. And if anything goes wrong, it's always because of the respiratory system. And there's so many diseases that go with the respiratory system. We had a whole section on patho just of respiratory diseases, and I was like,
I mean, that makes sense. It's like your one organ system that's exposed to like outside influences a lot of the time because you're breathing in crap. Like our neighbor who smokes weed, so much weed.
If you had 2 tickets to anywhere in the world, where would you go?
2 tickets like concert
or
tickets?
If you could, or sorry, if you could like go, if you could go anywhere in the world.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about lately is that I feel like nowadays I like to say that I want to go to like New Zealand or Ireland or like Italy a lot of the time, but whenever I was growing up, I don't know if anybody else had like this weird period where they were obsessed with like Egypt.
Oh yeah.
But I was, and I really wanted to be like an archaeologist, and I had like studied and read, I still have like this thick book just on Egypt. So I think that if it ever cleared up to where it would be like safe for me to go, I think it would also be really cool to like go to Egypt and go to the pyramids and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, as I got older, I found out that it's not safe and I'd probably die.
She's a white woman. She can't go to Egypt.
I can't go to Egypt.
Is that racist? I don't know.
She's just getting on to me about talking about.
I'm half white
people.
and half black. I can say that.
Yeah, I can't. I have like
She can't make racist jokes.
I have a tiny bit of Cherokee in me. I can't even prove it. What's the most random thing we've done together?
Most random?
Random thing we've done together.
When I don't know if this is random. So we went to Disneyland for our senior trip, and it was actually really fun after the first day.
It was fun. I just recommend. We were a little hesitant.
Yeah.
People we were going with.
I recommend if you go for like a senior trip, don't go around like the park with like 900 people because no one can decide on what they want to do.
Because that hand train that we had like so many people.
Gosh, we were like,
we were like, everybody grab hands, and then we just booked it towards this ride, and it was bad.
There was a lot of us,
so just
and it was very busy. We went like first week of June, so there was just a lot of people there.
Other people on their senior trip.
If you go to Disneyland and you look over, like when you're going like from Thunder Mountain and you're going towards Pirates, there's kind of like that uphill, and then you go down, and we were looking down on like Pirates of the Caribbean, and it was just a sea of humans, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was terrifying. But basically we ditched our group and we kind of went off by ourselves, and we got in trouble because we were supposed to stay in groups of 3. But I was pretty proud of us. Our friends were really mad at us, but it was fun.
I mean, I was like, I was so done. I was like, Corinne, let's go. And I grabbed her hand and I just dragged her, and I was like, nobody's looking. Let's book it.
They wanted to go on a water ride, and it was like 50 degrees, and it was cold.
It was June, but it was cold.
And I was like, no, bro, I don't want to go.
And that was back when she was really nice, so she was all worried. She's like, oh my goodness, we need to tell someone. I was like, no.
She's like, let's go.
I was like, you need to stop caring about them.
Yeah. And that was the day that I stopped caring what people thought. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more videos of me and Harley, let me know.
Probably not.
But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. She's great.
Thank you.
Subscribe to her channel.
Instagram at the bottom.
Sorry.
And oh, you're good. We're so awkward.
We
Thank you for watching. Bye.